Hello and welcome to Art Club. I'm so excited to have you here. We've got a week full of fun ahead here. So first and foremost, I just want to make sure that everybody kind of has any questions answered about maybe some curiosities you have about Art Club. Maybe you've been in Art Club before, maybe you haven't. But even if you have, maybe we just need a refresher on some of the answers to these questions. So first and foremost, hi, I'm Mrs. Stinson. I'm going to be your art teacher, and I'm so excited. We're going to have the best time every single month. So I hope you keep signing up month and month and month after month, so we can hang out and create lots of amazing things together and get to know each other more throughout our year. The first question that a lot of families and students often ask me is, what happens if I can't make it one day or 2 days? Maybe I've got a vacation planned, or maybe I get sick. What happens then? And the answer to that is, don't stress about it. It is okay. In fact, everything is recorded. So you have two options for how you catch up on that material. You could either come into the slides and way up over there, do you see in the right hand corner it says Mrs. Stinson's live class recordings. If you click on that, it'll take you over to these slides, and you just find the day and the time that you're looking for and click on it, and it will take you to that Zoom recording. Now that's going to give you like the full 30-minute club time. So if you're like, well, I'd rather just get the directions only and not have to like necessarily listen to all the different some of the topics that we talk about and just chat about as we're working on our art. You just want kind of the meat and the potatoes, right? What do I need to know? That's going to be down here at the bottom where it says watch this video. And so those are directions only, and they're usually anywhere from 2 to 12 minutes long. You can pause and rewind. And sometimes those are a little bit easier because there aren't all of the stop and goes in between like there can be during class time. But it's up to you which option you prefer. All right, so if you ever can't make it, just go ahead and watch those, and that'll get you caught up on whatever you missed for that project. The next question is, do I need to turn my art in? So like, is it getting graded? Do I need to like send it in the mail? What do we do? And the answer to that is yes and no. Clear as mud, right? So no, you don't have to turn anything in. It is for an experiential, like getting to create and be part of this art community. That's what Art Club is for. So you do not have to turn anything in. That being said, you're going to create some cool stuff, and you're probably going to want to share it with other people. So can you turn your artwork in? And the answer to that is yes. We have what is called the Hall of Fame for every month. So once again, looking at the bottom of our slides over here towards the right hand side in that rectangle, it says share your art in the Hall of Fame and check out what your peers have created. So when you click on this link, there's going to be a bunch of frames, and you're going to claim your frame by putting in your name. So I would just find a frame like this and put my name down here, and then add photos of my artwork to this frame. And I know that that might sound big and scary, but it's actually very simple. So if I come up here to the top where it says File, Edit, View, and then the fourth word over is Insert. Do you see that right up there? So I'm going to go to Insert, Image, right? We're going to take a picture, so we're inserting an image. And there's a lot of different ways you can do this, but I think the easiest is to go to where it says Camera, and it will allow you to take a picture right with your student Chromebook. So it literally will take 5 seconds or less, super simple, and then you can crop it and adjust it as you want to so that it fits nicely in that frame. So you can put all of your artwork from the week into one frame. You can have multiple frames. Totally up to you, whatever works best. But feel free to share your artwork in here. And as a bonus, we are going to be having an end of the year art show for all of our VA. Now, where do we get the art from since nobody's actually mailing it to us? Well, we take your pictures from the Hall of Fame and we add those pictures to the end of the year art show. We select ones and add them on in. So if you want the chance to have your artwork added to the end of the year art show, be sure throughout the year to add your artwork to the Hall of Fame and share your work with others. It's so fun. And check out what other people are doing too. It's a really fun way to get to see what everyone's created, especially since we've got this virtual setting. We don't have an actual art hallway for me to be displaying all your work, but we've got this virtual way for us to be able to share it far and wide with everyone. All right, the last question that a lot of families will tend to ask me is, can I keep the supplies, or do I need to give them back to RVA? Do I need to ship them back to the office? And the answer is no, you keep them. This is another great reason to sign up for Art Club month after month. It's almost like your birthday, right? You get all these fantastic art supplies in the mail addressed directly to you, and you get to keep them. Yes, please. That's amazing. So yeah, we at RVA, we think art is so important, which is why we offer these art clubs, but we want you to keep creating. Even on the weeks where you're not maybe in art club, keep those supplies, keep on creating, and I love to see what you make even in between at the following month's art club. So if you have any other questions, definitely feel free to reach out and let me know. But in the meantime, we're going to get started on some artwork, okay? Here we go. So in the mail, you guys should have gotten a sheet that looks like this, our emotions sheet. So we're going to be working with that first today. I'm going to transition my screen over so you can see my desk area. So this is the one we're working with today. You can see I already started adding some of the faces on in here. This one, I just want to clarify, this one's going to be for next club time. So this one, we're going to set aside for the moment. This is the one with the cutouts at the bottom that we're working with today. So what I would like us to do first, before we even start working on this, is let's just discuss emotions a little bit. Okay? So I know art, one of my favorite things about it is that it can help us with our feelings. It can help us to better understand our own feelings. It can help us to express our feelings. It can help us to regulate our feelings, to make us feel better when maybe we feel a certain way to begin with. Art can help us to feel better throughout that creation process. It can help us to better understand others and their feelings as well. So art really plays an important role in so many things in life. And I think one of them is understanding our feelings and others, because it's part of how we communicate well and how we understand each other, right? So the first thing I'm going to have you guys do, we're going to play a little guessing game here. I'm going to turn my head away from the camera, and each time I turn back, I'm going to have a different face on. And I want you to look at my facial expression and try to guess what emotion I am showing. Are you ready for this? If you need to pause at any point during this video, feel free to do so. Here we go. Emotion number 1. What do we think that one was? Could you tell it was sad? You could maybe tell because my bottom lip was out and my lips are curled down to the side here, right? You can see that the eyebrows are coming up towards the center like that, and kind of big sad eyes like this, like I'm feeling sad. Okay, good job. Next one. Is the screen frozen or no, just kidding. I'm moving, it's okay. So that one, what do we think that one was? If you guessed surprised, you're right. And you could tell because everything's kind of wide, right? Like, my mouth, you can see, is in that O shape. My eyes are big and wide. My eyebrows are as open as they can be too. So they kind of, and my hands up too kind of show that startle reflex. Like, oh my goodness, I'm surprised. Okay, here comes the next one. Guess what that one is? It's hard for me to hold this one. That one's mad or angry, right? You can tell because my eyebrows are furrowed. My lips are kind of tightly sealed. My eyeballs are kind of like squinted together. You can tell that I am upset about something. So mad, right? Okay, ready? Here's the next one. can probably tell I'm happy, right? I've got a smile on my face. You can tell my eyes look delighted. Eyebrows are kind of in a nice, relaxed position, like, yay, I'm happy. Good job. Now, I want you guys, this is going to be your challenge. Go find somebody and see if you can do this little challenge with them. So maybe come up with a different emotion and show them that, or one of the ones we already showed. See if you can do the same thing and have them guess what emotion you're trying to show. All right, now that we've had a little fun, let's come back to this piece of paper here. And what we're going to do is start cutting out these little squares, these emotions. And we want to make sure that we save this paper for tomorrow, because tomorrow we're going to start actually drawing our own. And this is going to help us kind of be able to see, okay, so with this emotion, what do the eyebrows look like? What does the mouth look like? What do the eyes look like? And that is very telling for how to draw those different emotions. Okay, so here's the next one that I've got ready to go. So what does this look like? It could be in my options. We've got good, bad, energetic, okay, sad, angry, happy, unhappy, surprised, tired, hungry, thirsty. Okay, so I'm going to narrow it down first. So I know it's probably more than just good, right? It's definitely not bad. Maybe energetic. It could be energetic. That person looks like they maybe had a little too much sugar in them, right? I would say it's better than okay, better than sad. It's not angry. Could be happy. Definitely could be happy. Not unhappy. Not really surprised. Not tired, not hungry, not thirsty. So I'm kind of between energetic and happy for this one. So what I'm going to do is kind of set it down in place here. I'm going to put it at energetic for right now. I'm also going to just put a little tape behind it since I'm picking up my paper quite a bit. Just a little roll of tape to hold it in place. But I might change my mind as I go through all of the other ones. I might say, oh, this one fits a little bit better. So let's see, for example, maybe I'm going to cut this one out next. I'm not going in order here right now, so be warned. I just want to show you guys how I'm going to kind of go through and decide these. And there isn't necessarily 100% right or wrong for these. We're just kind of making our best guesses and knowing too that everyone kind of expresses things differently too, right? So, and a lot of these emotions are very similar as well. So if there's a couple that are flip-flop, that's okay. So this is the next face that I'm looking at. So let's see. I wouldn't say good, bad, energetic maybe, not okay, not sad, not angry, happy maybe, not unhappy, not really surprised, not tired, not hungry, not thirsty. So once again, I'm kind of between happy and energetic for this one. So now I have to decide, what one do I want to go there? Do I want the happy one to be like this or the energetic one? I think I'm going to switch it around. Now that I'm seeing this one, it looks a little bit more like a goofy face to me, which I feel like when I get energetic, I get a little bit goofy. So I'm going to maybe flip-flop those around for right now. I might still change them again, but for now, I'm making the choice that I think this one with a little bit of a winky, crazy face with the tongue sticking out, I'm going to put that under energetic. So we are going to continue doing this and realizing that some emotions look very similar, right? Like that one you could say is sad, but then I also saw this one, which not only looked sad, but it also had a tear. And I feel like when I'm unhappy, I tend to kind of make this face like, But when I'm sad, I might cry too. So I ended up flip-flopping those as well. So keep on going through, cutting them out from down here and adding them up there. Once you feel like, yes, this is it, this is the order I think they go in, we're going to glue them down with a glue stick and make them permanently in that spot. As you can see in our directions today, it is optional if you would like to use color pencils, markers, whatever you've got to color this in. You are definitely more than welcome to have fun doing that as well. Just make sure you have this sheet ready to go for tomorrow, because we're going to use that when we start to do our very own drawings of emotions on faces. We'll see you next time.